Black boys and black girls.
The celebrations of the legacy of great women and men like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. have been made possible by the struggles and victories of many African and African American heroes. The very structure of the Low Country has been shaped and molded by history by some of the greatest unsung heroes.
In case you're wondering where I'm standing, yes, I am obviously standing in front of a house, but this is no ordinary house. This house is filled with rich historic significance.
With passion in his eyes and a love for history, author and Professor Damon Fordham helps us relive the captivating journey of Denmark Vesey. The Vesey House today was made a national landmark back in the mid-1970s. It's located 56 Bull Street, and when you visit, you will be able to see the plaque that is displayed in Vesey's honor.
Vesey was owned by Mr. Joseph Vesey back in the late 1700s and early 1800s, and he was born in the West Indies.
After Vesey was brought to Charleston, the unthinkable happened, and it was then that Vesey was able to begin his journey of change.
He won a lottery ticket which gave him enough money to purchase his freedom.
That lottery ticket was a great triumph for Denmark concerning his freedom. Sadly, he was not allowed to purchase the freedom of his wife and children. But this helped him to ignite the fire for change in his heart. And so, he began to fight back. Church leadership was his weapon of choice.
He was a lay leader in the AME Church, and he read a lot of Bible verses regarding revolution and the freeing of the children of Israel under Moses and so forth, and he applied that to the condition of African Americans who were enslaved at the time.
And so secret meetings and intense sermons gave Vesey much hope to fight against the horrible enslavement and oppression. But this hope was short-lived.
He gathered a following of people who were supposed to have a slave rebellion in July of 1822. However, one of his men, William Paul, told a house slave by the name of Peter Brealoo about the plot. Peter told his master, the master called the militia, and they captured Vesey at this very location where he and 35 of his followers were hanged.
Soon to follow, the African church was burned down and authorities passed a series of laws further restricting the rights of Charleston slaves.
Laws were eventually passed forbidding the teachings of African Americans to read and write because the people like Vesey who were literate often used the Bible and stories about the rebellion in Haiti and even the Declaration of Independence to inspire the people toward freedom.
The connection to Vesey and his leadership remains as a thick cord connecting the hearts of African Americans in Charleston today, as the very congregation of his church that was burned down in the 1800s stands today as Emmanuel AME, located in downtown Charleston.
You can never understand the way things are until you understand how they came to be, and you can only do that through studying history.
Despite the hardships Charleston has faced, the people of the Low Country continue to grow and appreciate its history.
Living in Charleston is such a privilege and an honor. You never know who your next door neighbor could have been. For Bounce Around Charleston, I'm Michelle Lemon.